Recently, Ledger, a renowned crypto hardware wallet manufacturer, faced a startling supply chain breach. The incident led to the theft of over $600,000 in virtual assets. This is all because their NPM account was hacked. So people were downloading what they thought was a legit NPM package to develop on, but in fact it was compromised internally. So what happened? Well, a former employee fell victim of a phishing attack, and this breach provided attackers with the keys to the kingdom, like literally, the access to the Ledger's NPM account. So with this access, they cunningly uploaded 3 malicious versions of Ledger's ConnectKit NPM module, spreading a crypto drainer malware far and wide. Ledger's oversight in not implementing two-factor authentication for its development systems made this attack feasible. You'll probably see a commonality here. People are getting breached because they don't have two-factor in place. I think the key takeaway here is anything important, you need to have some form of MFA in place. This malware is seriously insidious too. It embeds a wallet-draining payload into the software, executing unauthorized transactions and siphoning digital assets straight into the attacker's wallets. The malware was live for about 5 hours, and the actual exploitation was somewhere around 2 hours. But here's where it gets interesting. So the version of the module is 1.15, 1.16, and 1.17. They were modified to download a secondary NPM that was a crypto drainer. The impact is companies like Revoke.cash, which rely on these modules, were directly affected. So everyone that used these modules and hooked up to a live wallet to them all had their assets stolen and are now irrecoverable. What's really unfortunate is that in situations like this, Revoke.cash has done pretty much everything right, but their customers aren't going to care. All they see is their tweet to their customers saying all their wallets have been compromised. Their reputation is crushed because they imported a library from a trusted source. I mean, it's Ledger, the nano wallet people, right? They're one of the largest hardware wallet manufacturers in the world, one of the most trusted brands, and you imported their library into your dev code. They were compromised, so now you're compromised. In a swift response, Ledger removed the malicious versions and released an update to mitigate the issue. They've also reported that threat actors' wallet address and Tether, they froze a lot of the stolen funds of the stablecoin if that's what was taken from the wallet. For our cybersecurity enthusiasts out there, this incident is a stark reminder that even legit code source repositories can be compromised, and extreme caution needs to be taken when using third-party libraries. What's ironic is that blockchain itself could also be used to help mitigate attacks like this. Ledger could theoretically publish the MD5 checksums to the blockchain, which is immutable by nature, to allow developers to validate their packages before using them. How could developers and SaaS providers like Revoke.cash have prevented this thing in the first place? By pinning a specific NPM source version and not just relying on the latest version without internal audit and security checks. When working with high-risk systems, you can't trust that the latest package is okay, even from a trusted source. Not just for malicious code, but just think about functional issues as well and bugs, right? So this is the code that actually brought down Revoke.cash. We'll plug it in here, but really, for all those who are just listening and not watching, it's really just one line. They included the source of the NPM package, and they did it in a way to where they're saying, just give me the latest version of it and include it. Instead of saying, we only want this specific version. And even better would be to actually save the file locally and run it on their own server, so even if that were compromised and changed, you're not including, attacked source code.